Welcome to Reddit Read Along. Today we're going to be reading from r/malicious compliance. This first story was posted by user Malicious. So OP used to work at a call center for a telecommunication company. They mainly worked with business customers and had services like mobile services, internet, landline, etc. It was rare for their business customers to have a bunch of subscriptions. In OP's country, and I believe similar to what's here in the US, if you're going to be transferring your phone number out, you would need to have the other company contact your current company and request that number before you cancel services. Otherwise, if you cancel your services and then try to port the number out, you won't be able to because the number will no longer belong to you. It looks like in OP's country, you do have the option to get the number back if you quickly sign back up for services. However, if you currently have debt with their company, you can't start up new services until that's paid. So one night, OP gets a call from a customer who has about 10 to 15 mobile subscriptions. He also has internet services with them. The customer is extremely angry and rude. He's calling about a debt collection notice that he received from the company because a invoice hadn't been paid, which when OP checked, it was true. It showed that there was an invoice that was never paid, so it was sent to collections. The customer told OP that he knew about that and just decided not to pay it. He then started to berate OP for sending him a debt collection notice, and he demanded that OP cancel all of his services immediately. OP does have the ability to actually remove or get these debt removed. He would just have to transfer it to another department. However, the butthole customer wouldn't allow OP to transfer it to another department to take care of the case, and he also wouldn't let OP transfer to a supervisor. The butthole customer just demanded that OP disconnects his services right now. So OP decided to maliciously comply. Normally, when someone threatens to cancel, OP would warn them about, transferring out your services. If you're transferring out your number, you need to have that company contact first. But he decided not to this time, since the customer was being so rude. So OP asked again, "Are you sure you want me to cancel your services with us immediately?" The butthole customer said yes. OP decided to ask again, "Are you sure?" Butthole customer said yes. So OP said okay then, and canceled all of his services immediately. Butthole customer said good, a-hole, then hung up the phone. So OP noted the account, also put in there that if you have any doubts about what happens, go ahead and listen to the call. Now, the calls are recorded for situations like this, as well as for training purposes. And you best note the account as best as possible, as detailed as possible, because when customers like this call back, they usually are extremely angry, and they usually lie about what happened. So OP continued to disconnect all of the customer services, including their internet service. After about an hour, one of OP's co-workers got a very, very angry call from Butthole Customer. Butthole Customer had to call in from a different phone because, of course, he no longer had phone services, as well as internet services. OP was done for the night, so instead of staying and listening to what happens on the call, he decided that he would just leave and go home. And the next day, his coworker decided to catch him up on what happened on that call. Apparently, the butthole customer yelled and screamed at OP's coworker about no longer being able to receive or make calls, as well as not having internet service. Because, of course, dummy, you canceled all of your services. Your services will not work if they are canceled. You would think that'd be like easy to understand, but okay. So OP's coworker read all the notes and informed the customer that, hey, you told us to terminate your services last night immediately. So we terminated your services last night immediately, which is why you're not able to make or receive calls. Butthole customer then demanded that they open up his services again. But but OP's coworker had to remind the customer that there's a debt on your account, which means we can't set up new services until that debt is paid. After the customer cursed and screamed at the coworker decided to end the call. The next evening, OP decided to check and see if Butthole customer did indeed set up new services. And would you looky there, the customer paid the debt in order to reopen services. And what makes the story even better is Butthole customer was in a contract for all of his services. So by disconnecting early, he had about $300 in early termination fee per subscription. So in the end, he ended up paying about $4,500 in fees to get services restarted. Plus any money he lost in business revenue on the day he didn't have any internet. So guess how much that debt he owed was? $30. It was a $30 late fee that he refused to pay. So in the end, he paid $4,500. I don't understand. I just don't understand why you wouldn't just pay it. Or like let OP get it taken care of for you. Like, you just had to be rude. You just had to be dumb. You just had to be right, I guess. And instead of, just paying $30, you paid $4,500. So, if you don't know, most of the time, if you aren't someone who calls in constantly asking for credits, your customer service rep will credit your late payment fee. They look and see usually how long you've been with the company, how often you call in asking for credits, and various things like that. And if you were nice to them, they will usually, probably 99% of the time, just credit that off of your account. But no, if you're extremely rude like this customer is, they most likely won't, because they're not required to. It's usually their discretion. Treat your customer service representatives like they're human beings. Be nice to them, because they will go above and beyond for you compared to someone who's rude like this butthole customer was. That was Reddit Read Along. If you like what you heard, please hit the like and subscribe button. It will really help the channel grow. Also, if you have any stories you would like us to read, you can put a link to those in the comments, or you can send them to us at redditreadalongs@gmail.com. We appreciate you watching. Come back next time. Thanks.